Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the most supportive excellence of Ian Burden.
Welcome to my midlife crisis. I will not reference the suit at all in the set. I've been single for 4,583 days. Not that I'm keeping count, but like a lot of people in my position, I'm not an incel. I do realise it's my responsibility, and I've tried to figure out where it all went wrong, and I think it even dates back to primary school, where my first girlfriend was a foot taller than me. Now, I know what you're imagining that 2000s advert, a little girl standing on, or a little boy standing on the yellow pages so could kiss his girlfriend under the mistletoe. But my situation wasn't cute like that. Her best friend used to have to hoik me up by the way so I could give her a peck on the lips. But I do consider that my first and only experience of a threesome. Things didn't get much better at secondary school. I made a fool of myself with my first crush. I bought her a new camera to ask her out. Apparently it's not what the other boys meant when he said she was the first to develop. I did get corrupted at some point though, because I got kicked out of a geography class because I thought Winnipeg was Nelson Mandela's favourite sexual position. Don't get me started on PE. I was so against team sports I opted to do a trampolining class with 23 girls. Should have been heaven for a teenage boy like me. 23 opportunities that could have quite literally landed in my lap. But very few of them showed me a bit of interest. I just thought they were on the rebound. Another problem with trampolining class was Penn School PE shorts were quite revealing, a bit like this onesie, and I don't know if you can tell, but when I was 4 I had an accident and the NHS had to give me an artificial scrotum. They made a total mess of it, shambolic. After school I didn't know what I wanted to do, thought about training to become a tattooist, but it's a dying art. Went for a job performing circumcisions, but things went a bit awry when I asked if I could keep the tips. Thought I found my ideal job, a model for the new edition of the Kama Sutra. But by the time I applied, all the positions were taken. Even tried dog grooming for a while, but it's really hard to get a chihuahua to take a naked selfie. I've been single for so long, they've elected a new pope. And I'm pretty sure the next time I orgasm will also be signalled by a cloud of white smoke. But unlike the Pope, I do believe in the use of condoms, even got my own savings account especially for them, as I like to call it, my Johnny Cash. I've had unprotected sex once with a lollipop lady. It's okay though, every time she saw I was about to come, she said, "Stop, children!" Being horny all the time can be a bit of a problem. I might get erections at a drop of a hat, which is really embarrassing when you're playing Monopoly. Got cautioned by police the other day for masturbating in front of a shop assistant in Primark. Apparently not what I mean by first come, first served. There was the time I walked into a Spanish restaurant and spanked a waitress. Again, not my fault, she clearly said I was welcome to tapas. But I try to avoid these situations when I go out in public, so I pleasure myself before I go out. But the problem is during lockdown I worked my way through an entire catalogue of Pornhub, so I'm now masturbating to 80s sitcoms. I'm trying different strokes. I have got some good qualities. I'm romantic. I once told a girl she reminded me of one of the natural wonders of the world. In hindsight, when she asked which one, I probably should have gone with the Northern Lights rather than the Grand Canyon. I'm great in bed. I once burst through the window and threw a smoke grenade under the duvet. Well, I did warn her I'd go commando. I do regret going to that blindfolded bukkake session though. Don't know what came over me. But above all, I'm an honest person. I found it out this hard way because I once dated a girl who was a sporty type, and I lied. I said I'm not into anything sedentary like gaming. But when she came back to my place, she discovered my Xbox. So I had to knock her out and shove her body inside with all the others. Now that joke seems to split an audience, and I think I've worked out why, because off stage I'm quite the quiet type, so I have to rely on my natural vibe, and I like to think I give off a sexy, mysterious vibe. But the vibe I actually give off is somewhere between Harold Bishop and Harold Shipman. Everybody likes me, but nobody's surprised if I turned out to be a serial killer. Another problem is it takes me ages to chat up women, because I think I just like the idea of being in love. I don't want my dreams shattered, and I once fancied to go in a fish and chip shop at there every day for a week before I plucked up the courage to talk to her. By that time I was mad in love. Told her I thought she was my soulmate. She said she didn't have a place in her life for me. I was battered. Felt a right pollock. She saw us getting emotional and said, "Oh, don't get mushy, please." I know what you're thinking. No more fish punting, for goodness sake. I am floundering a bit, so we'll leave you shortly. But also, my chat-up technique isn't very good. Actually, I've been told I need to interact with my audience a bit more. So, madam, would you come up on stage? Oh, sir, would you come up on stage, madam? I tried chatting up a girl at work, and I'm going to read out my chat-up lines, and you're going to read out her rejection line. I soldiered up to her and said, "The word around the office is that I excel in the bedroom, so why don't you access my pants and let me show you my PowerPoint?" To which she replied,
"No thanks, I've heard it's Microsoft."
"Thank you, you've been great." I will just say one thing about this outfit. As you can probably tell, I've come back from Disney recently, and I figured out that waiting for rides in Disney World is a lot like my sex life, because it's just waiting ages, a mind of views for an experience which normally lasts 2 minutes in the dark, and afterwards I have to pay $10 for a photo of me screaming. Thank you very much, and now I'll hand you back to Karen.